You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, I'm Les Brown, and I'm here with Ethan King. Ethan, how are you?
How are you, sir? Good to see you,
I'm
my friend.
great. Let the record show. One of the things that we're doing now, we're creating a movement that is designed to give people the answer to how they can begin to live their dreams in this place where we are right now. Things are just different. Our lives have been turned upside down from COVID and artificial intelligence, replacing over 300 million jobs. We have our kids going to school and many times having fear if a shooter is in the school, just a lot of things happening in terms of road rage or people fighting over parking spaces. It's a different space. And so what I've been talking about is hungry for greatness, is that mental resiliency, having a sense of purpose, discipline, focus, and determination on how to live your dreams. But the other thing is very important. We are in a space right now that we have to begin to explore how we can use artificial intelligence as our ally. And this is what Ethan King does, teaching people how they can begin to use artificial intelligence to create their own business, to have access to information that really, for the most part, makes it a level playing field. Ethan, I want to ask you, how did you get involved?
So, Les, I've been an entrepreneur for 22 years, and I started out I wanted to be an artist. So my business, we make custom apparel. We do embroidery, screen printing. We're like a tattoo shop for your clothes. And over the years, it can be tough as an entrepreneur, as I'm sure you know.
Yes.
And we hit a very rough point in our business where we were fighting a nasty legal battle, and we were faced with the decision either fight or give up and lose our business.
Mhm.
And I chose to fight. But I had to do more with fewer resources, with fewer people. So that's when I got into the world of marketing automation. And I learned how to set up all my emails so that they go out automatically after I just set them up one time. And then we learned how to automate our social media so that we could be everywhere. But I didn't need a whole team of people running my social media because I couldn't afford that. So this was back in like 2011. And throughout the years, I just adopted this automation first mindset. And then when AI tools came out like ChatGPT, we layered that on top of the processes that we already had in place, which allowed us to grow even more. Not only did we save our business, but we were able to double the sales of our business with half the staff.
Okay, now hold a minute. So you're saying that people watching us now who have an idea of the kind of business that they want to begin to create, because this is the era of entrepreneurship. People
Right.
know that there's no such thing as job security. No, no.
No.
The 40/40 plan is going where you can go to college, spend thousands of dollars, get a college education, get out and expect to get a job and work for 40 years and retire on 40%, which isn't enough for what you want in the first place. So this is a new space where we are. You're saying that now we can have a business operating from the comfort of our home or wherever we want to set up a space for people to come in and be able to operate that business and don't have to have a lot of people working.
Oh, very much so. We're entering the age of what I call the micropreneurs.
What does that
A
mean?
micro, it could be one person managing a team of AI employees, and they could be generating more in 1 week than most people make in a year. And you can do this right now by learning tool, and you don't have to know how to be a programmer. That's the beautiful thing. That
Okay.
is what
You don't have to learn programming or coding.
you don't have, not anymore. That's the biggest shift that we're facing right now. That's why we're in this new revolution, because anybody can open up Chat GPT and talk to it, and it can help you code and build an app. It can help you create a website just by you asking it to do it
And
with
now
natural
I
English.
want to interrupt you here. Chat GPT, I call it Charlene, okay? And it's been fascinating to learn. I mean, this is my mentor in this space. You know, here I am, I'm 80-ish, and I believe you're never too old to learn and you're never too young to teach. If you're ready to take your business, your life, your income to the next level, I want you to listen up because this is a game changer. And let me say right here, let me pause. See, there are a lot of people think that artificial intelligence is just beginning to interrupt our lives and replacing jobs. That has always been going on. I call it creative destruction. When I was a kid, you got on the elevator, there would be a person on there saying, "What floor, please?" And it was handled manually. I used to work in a bowling alley. People knocked the pins down, me and some other kids, we would straighten the pins back up. And then they created an electronic tray. So when I was a kid, one of the jobs that young girls had was looking forward to be an operator. I remember the time that if you wanted to make a long distance call, you had to call the long distance operator. Do you remember? I know I'm not the only one old as Methuselah up in here, up in here. So this is now, when I think about Future Shock with Alvin Toffler, he said things are going to be changing so quickly in the future, people are going to be in a state of shock. Guess what? We're there now. But I remember this movie called The Secret, The Secret. And now we're saying there's no secret to success. There's a system to success. And what Ethan King does is teach you how to use the systematic process of artificial intelligence to control your own income, to control your own future, to build your own economy. So explain to us the origin of ChatGPT and how people are using it.
So ChatGPT has actually been around for a long time. It was just kind of in the background, and other applications were tapping into it and using it to produce like this semi form of AI where it sounded really robotic at first. And then in November of 2022, that's when ChatGPT was released to the public through this company called OpenAI. And what ChatGPT is, because there's a lot of fear surrounding it, I've talked to a lot of people who think that ChatGPT has emotions and feelings because it can seem convincing, right?
Oh, yeah. I've talked to it, and it says, "Les, if I can be of any help to you, call me again. You got this." I said, "Thank you very much." Yes, you could get into it. Yes.
Yeah, but the thing, Les, is that ChatGPT, and they call these LLMs, large language models, they are just, it's like a math equation. It's all math with words. So they are trained on a whole bunch of words. All the ChatGPT has been trained on over 20 million books on the internet, all of history. Just imagine all of that information if it were in someone's head. That's what ChatGPT is. But what it's doing is it's making the next educated mathematical guess on what the next word should be based on the context that you've given it. So it's like, I call it a language calculator. So just like calculators add up and multiply numbers, and it can do really complex equations, or you can just do 1 + 1 = 2. Well, ChatGPT is the same way. So the prompts, that's what we say to ChatGPT, what we put in ChatGPT, influence the output, and it synthesizes it with all of the information that it has from all of these books that it's read in the internet, basically all of humanity, and it gives you the next best answer. Have you ever went to Google and you want to search something?
Yes.
And you start typing 1 or 2 words,
Yes.
and then Google predicts what you're about to search,
Right.
and it's usually right, isn't it?
Yes.
That's called predictive search. And it's just doing that based on mathematics and what other people have searched. So it knows if I type in the first 2, if I type in LES space B, it's probably going to say Les Brown,
Yes.
motivation, and then it's going to have all this other stuff. It's making is a mathematical educated guess. Well, ChatGPT is really doing the same thing. It's just on a much bigger level. It's like predictive search on steroids. So it doesn't really have emotion, but it can feel like it has emotion because it's trained on things other humans have said that have emotion. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, we're in a space, and it was Bob Proctor. He said, most people are failing in life because of ignorance. They don't know. And they don't know that they don't know, and they think they know. What artificial intelligence has done is given people access to information. It's been here on the planet. It's a scraper that makes it a level playing field for those who are willing to do what Peter Drucker said. He said, we must be willing to unlearn, learn, and relearn. And ChatGPT teaches us how, in this new era of accelerated change, overwhelming complexity, and tremendous competition, how to use the keys that are available to us now to open up the new doors of opportunity using and leveraging artificial intelligence. How important and how impactful is that in this space where we are right now, and as we go forward into the future?
It is so important. We have to operate with a sense of urgency. And unless I've followed you for a long time, you've been speaking out here for decades. You've motivated and inspired me when I was a kid. And now to see where you are and that you're still hungry.
Yes.
You haven't lost that hunger.
No.
You're fired up.
Yes.
And that, I don't know if you want to tell the people how old you are, but.
Oh, yes, yeah. I'm 80-ish. Yeah.
80-ish. Yeah. And here you are so well versed in AI and ChatGPT, and you have a hunger for knowledge, and not just knowledge, but application. See, that's what leads to greatness. And that's why we're calling the book Hungry for Greatness.
Yes.
How you win in the age of AI. Because I want everyone to know how to apply these tools, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're an employee, you're driving Uber, whatever it is, you can have AI enhance your life in so many ways, but you've got to act fast because it is changing so fast. And a lot of times we let fear hold us back. Yes. Because we think, it's going to be too complicated, or it's going to take too long, or, so many other people are already ahead of me. I've missed my opportunity. No, you haven't. Start now. Grab this book where we're going to teach you the actual steps. Like I walk you through exactly. I go around the world. I teach business owners and other people how to implement AI. I literally walk them through the process. Even if they have absolutely no experience, I walk them through from start to finish on using AI and making it your ally so that you can succeed in life. And that's what we do in this book. So the reason we're partnered here with Les Brown is because Les reached out to me about learning more about AI because he's hungry.
Yes.
Because he's hungry.
Yeah.
And we've partnered up and we've done some amazing things, and we have more things coming soon with AI, because that's the wave that we're in now. That's the movement that we're in. So with Les's timeless wisdom, timeless principles that he has been teaching to us over the past, 53 or more
53 years. And yes, and this space where we are, people say knowledge is power. No, knowledge that is applied is power. And what artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, what it does is teach you how to apply the knowledge that you're able to gain from this. And it is operating out of the principle of what I call something that Einstein said. He said, genius is the capacity to make the complicated simple. And this is what I admire about you. And I called you and I said, man, I want to systematize my business. Mm-hmm. And I want to learn how to use ChatGPT that will allow me to accomplish the goals that I want in terms of creating generational wealth and teaching families and individuals who have a growth and a hunger for greatness. I believe that since greatness is possible, that living a life of mediocrity is not something that we should consider. We have been given authority and dominion over everything on the face of the earth. We have the tools now. Poverty today, it's a choice. Today, the people that are willing to consume information as opposed to spending the majority of their time like the masses consuming entertainment. If you don't want to get left behind, if you want to give yourself and your family and your dreams the possibility of living at a higher level, I encourage you to get our book, but also to have as your mentor, instructor. He's my mentor and instructor. I want you to call on Ethan King because he's teaching people around the world, everyday people, those on top and those who want to get there, business people, people who are ready to turn the page and start a new chapter in their lives. If you want to advance in your career, grow your income in any area, He will teach you how to use artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, to do just that. Give us some examples of people that you've worked with.
Oh man, I have so many business owners in so many different sectors. I have a marketing agency that I work with. So they help other brands leverage their marketing. So they have to communicate in each one of their clients' brand voice. So they're dealing with, for example, Marvel Studios isn't going to communicate in the same way that McDonald's does, right?
Yes.
So I help them customize their AI tools to communicate the way that every brand communicates in it, because it's a different way
And in their voice, as you've
in
done
their
with
voice.
me.
Exactly.
So if you an entrepreneur, if you are a speaker or coach, if you are an influencer, or just a person who said, you know what? The last chapter of my life is not over yet. I want to do something else. I want to do what Dr. Miles Monroe said, live full and die empty. And ChatGPT, which I call Charlene, will help you to accomplish that. And Ethan King, we're going to be working together. I want you to reach out to Ethan, direct message him. If you're ready to go to the next level, if you're hungry for your greatness, if you got some idea or goal or dream that you want to act on, or business that you want to grow, if you want to bring out the best in yourself and the people that's on your team, but also begin to understand and have a plan of action of how you can move forward and maximize your impact in this place where we are. Ethan King is a person that can help you to do that.
Right. Well, thank you. It's been great, Les.
Yes, it has.
Looking forward to, you can pre-order the book now.
Oh, yes, that's right. You can pre-order the book. Tell them how they can do that.
Yeah, just click the link below, pre-order the book, and you're going to get the first to have the copy once it's released. We're going to release it on a milestone day that's coming up soon.
Yes.
Les's birthday.
My birthday, I'll be 80-ish. Hello. I used to think people in their 40s were old. Now that I'm 80, I feel I served at the Lord's Supper, but I got a lot of good tips.
All right, we're going to be tuning in more often with you guys to share you nuggets of wisdom that are in the book, because we're building a movement behind this. It's not just a book. We're also going to have coaching from Les and from myself. We're going to have programs to really help you excel so that you can be ahead and not falling behind in the age of AI.
Yes, and we're going to be creating communities of greatness. In order to make it today, it's very important that you create collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. When you have mental resiliency and you incorporate how you can leverage artificial intelligence, and you're in a community of people that are hungry, that have purpose and meaning, and determined to live a life that will outlive them, you want to be a part of this movement. We know that you have something special. You have greatness in you. That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
See you guys soon.
Bye for now.